Me explaining to my mum how Seniac is fun to watch and family friendly. Seniac, now take U, C, F, K and rearrange the letters. And what do you get? My mum, you're grounded. Seniac, I'll place the disabled parking spots over here. The OCD in my head. Ah! Please line it up for UCFK's sake. Seniac, do an intro. Boats in the background. Laws of physics. What laws? Seniac, builds a zoo in Fool's Kingdom. Me, are the animals going to be okay? Siri, I don't understand. Seniac, get out of here. Me, it's just the income of the park. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Fool's Kingdom here in City Skylines, where today, we are bringing those wealthy, those rich people into Fool's Kingdom today, guys. You got a little bit of cash money, moolah? Well, your boy Seniac is about to sell you a beautiful mansion. And as always, guys, if you are enjoying the Fool's Kingdom series and want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. But we are bringing the cash money moolah to the kingdom. Now, last episode, or most recent episode, it was actually last episode, wasn't it? Where we created our very own zoo. I asked you guys to give me some name suggestions for it in the comment section down below. And there was a bunch of random ones. There was a lot of people trying to get the word zoo and fool kind of together. And somebody came up with Zool, the Zool, which is Fool and Zoo, which is really, really, really weird right now. But we had a bunch of kind of different stuff. And I kind of went through them, and I think the best one that I kind of seen, and the one that I kind of liked the most, someone tried to kind of also incorporate the University campus of Fool's Kingdom into the zoo name as well. And we had obviously the Meatsylvania as well, place that, and somebody tried to incorporate that as where Meatsylvania gets its meat products from, the exotic meats. But I think we're just going to pretty much keep it really, really simple. It's literally Fool's SS Fool. What's going on there? Fool's Zoo. Just really, really simple. I don't want to get too confused because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to incorporate this little basin on the very top right now into a really, really rich area. An area full of wealth. An area where the people who have got that cash want to live. And I want to make it as attractive as I possibly can. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm eventually going to turn this into some sort of park. I don't know whether it's going to be a city park yet or another nature reserve. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. But I want to start with this kind of edging around the lake at the top right now, and to slowly start building some mansions. I want to kind of put down some specialization to make, I don't know whether to make them high or self-sufficient buildings to make it look nice. I'm not too sure. But I want to create the Hollywood, the Beverly Hills of Fool's Kingdom right now. And I also want to add in two, if they still work for me, all the little signs right now to kind of create like a Hollywood sign, but for Fool's Kingdom. We'll see how it goes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first pause it, and we're going to delete this little section here because we're going to bring this road up. So, there's a couple of different styles I can use for the roads. I'm trying to think what the best one to go with. Didn't we have like roads with like bus routes on? What happened to all of those? Yeah. We don't have single ones. I could use this kind of style, this kind of wider one. I don't know whether that would be kind of ideal for this kind of area or just keep it to a singular road. It maybe would then mean that I kind of bulk up this road coming all the way up. Let me just build it from up here anyway. So if I brought this up to just there, I want to see how it looks. I mean, I do like the road, and we can have like a nice little sweet bus route going around. So if I ran this in that direction, and then we want to pretty much pick a little point. Alright, if I came up by 10 here, so we can at least try and get some kind of parallel set up on the go. Alright, we'll just roll with this. It is what it is. I'll sort it all out momentarily. But we're going to get this to kind of then wiggle around and do what we've got to do. So we're going to try and make it nice and bendy. There we go. So this is kind of like the main drag of road that kind of goes around all of this. And it's borderline like it's like its own gated community in many ways. So I want it to be really, really wavy in some areas. And then is having like a bend like that feasible? And have it connect. So we have this big ring road that goes around. On the inside of it, we're going to create either a nature reserve or probably like a little city park so we can utilize the waterfront. And then with everything else, we then sprawl it off to create small little kind of communities, little areas, little kind of sections. So the reason I wanted the big 4-lane road with the buses on, because I really want to kind of make it feel like it's different from any other area that we currently have within the Falls Kingdom. I'll actually upgrade... hold on. We're going to anarchy this right now to go through this little section. All the way down. Or is that, do you reckon, too wide? I know it kind of then messes up my whole lane dictations here to the point where we probably have to upgrade these to a 2-lane road. So let's just do that real quick. And bring these out. So it completely messes up everything that I originally had. But this is what I got to do. I want the electric buses, the biofuel buses going through this area. So I'm not going to worry too much about the elevation changes just yet. It's not a big issue for me. We'll just get in now the rest of the road hooked up for this area here. Alright, bring that a bit more further in. And then once this is all connected, we're good to go. So if I do a 7 by a 7, getting you connected in just there. I don't know why it's a bridge, but hey ho, there we go. So back into play mode now. We're pretty much back to normal. So, first things first then, we want to figure out where we're going to drop down the Falls Kingdom sign. Do I do it like on this cliff edge over here? On this cliff edge over here? Do I do it going through here? Maybe up here? I think here will be a good little option. Because it overlooks more population. And a lot of people that come from other kingdoms who come through this tunnel, through the toll booth area, that will come down to here, they would see it straight away. So it becomes quite the sight to see. So I don't know whether all these are going to work right now. It's like if I got this one, which is placed on a roadside. Like not all of them kind of work. So I'm just kind of hoping I've got the F. I've got an O. I got an L. I got an S. Falls, and then K, I, N. We got a G, D, O. Okay, I've got everything I need, but I've got to apparently get it hooked up to a road. So let's use a dirt road. Where's the dirt road at? Oh, it's right here. It's always selected. And let's see what we can kind of do then. So if I bring that going around in a little arch like that, and then maybe just kind of end it just to there for now, and then we'll build what we can build from within it. This is interesting. So F. Where do I start it? Let's start it here. F. We need O. Fools! Oh, that kind of messes us up slightly, doesn't it? Right, can I use the move it tool to get it a little bit closer? Fools! It does look good, doesn't it? It does look kind of good. It's annoying how the sun is where it is positioned. Can I was wondering if we can slightly rotate them to get a little bit of sun shown on this. How that stand from like that point. Let's see how this would go. So if I selected all of these and we went to kind of slightly rotate them like this. And then slowly put them all back. Because the Hollywood sign is not really perfect, is it? It's not all perfectly lined up because it kind of follows the contours of the land. So it looks like we need to kind of rotate a bit more. I'm trying to get a little bit of light shown onto it so it looks really, really bright. Fools! Kick them! Right, this is going to be hilarious. Okay, so let's do the rest of it then. So, I need a kick and cut, a K. So if I just kind of write it all out. I N G. It's amazing how not all I haven't got all the letters available, but the ones that I need I have available. Falls Kingdom. Beautiful. So let's try and get this also to incorporate at a slight angle. I've now got seagulls flying around it because they want to know all about your business. Right, is that enough? Ooh, damn. Alright, select all this. I was wondering if it's enough then for us to get that rotation. Ooh, what's going on here, boy? There we go. No, it's not. If we go to about there, we should be good. So if I put that there then, and then get all these staggered one in front of the other. King. Get these three now a little bit closer. So Fools. King. Done. How good does that look? I'll move these a little bit closer though. Falls Kingdom. Ah, yeah. That looks really good. So when, like, I know it disappears if ever you go back though, but that's the kind of view you get of the Falls Kingdom sign. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. So this is really going to set up this whole region right now. So let's start from around here then. And let's get like a few little cul-de-sacs, little roads leading to where I need to get to. I want it to all have the roads with the... Oh, do I do the grass verge in the middle or the trees both side? See, that's a couple of different options that I've kind of got to play around with right now. Decisions, boys. Decisions. So, okay, let me just start. Let's start on this point here. So bring this up. Like there. And then, ultimately, I'm kind of wanting it to go in different directions. Like that. We're just kind of sprawling it out in many ways. But trying to have other parts connected where possible. Like that. And just ultimately creating tons of sprawl. There we go. Oh, I could have had that going in a straight line then almost. Oh, no. There we go. So there's nice little wiggly kind of areas. And then as the homes and buildings start to slowly get built, it'll kind of like... Or you start to see all the elevation change of all the land and stuff. So this becomes quite a larger area. So we'll kind of wiggle it and do little running strips going up. And then we'll have like little bits that come off. Like there. And then we'll have like another little section that maybe connects in as well. A little bit like that. And do I end that one there or do I take it all the way now? We'll kind of end that one there. We'll create a little walkway so we're able to connect up to this. And I think we'll have the dirt road kind of connected up to this point. Now, is that the only way the power's getting over? It's actually technically not. The power connects over beautifully anyway. And I'll kill off the power for this in just a moment because eventually all the residential buildings will bring the power over for the signs. Well, when you zoom out, that one slowly gets like a little different texture. Ow, that's really weird. So that's pretty hard. I'm liking this. I'm actually liking how this is coming together. Then we'll have another little section just here. So, ooh, Zodiac, wrong type of road, boy. So it starts to kind of fade away down the hill. The land the bit there. But we can do all kinds of stuff anyway. Let's keep it all intact. So just keep creating these little sections. It looks like it all sprawls and intertwines together, but there's all different roads and layouts and connections that they utilize to get to where they want to get to. Now, do I connect these over? Yeah. Why not? So we can reduce the amount of traffic on the big main road. Even though there's not really going to be a lot, it kind of just helps us. Now, something like this, when I build eventually the whatever I choose to build here, I can use this big section there and maybe down here, like the intersections for like car parks and stuff like that, to get into this area. So I'm just going to run like a big ring road right now. To about here. And then we sprawl out in different ways. There we go. I'm liking the sprawl that we are creating. So everything goes in all different locations. I think that's enough that we'll do for today with all that. Because I want to start getting stuff in. But like I'm saying, this is going to be the rich area, boys. This is going to literally be the rich area right now. Where the wealthiest of wealthiest all live. So, in the comment section... Oh, that's a point. I was going to say give its name a thing, kind of a region. But I can't give it a thing, can I? Because it's a different type of zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of the zoning for all this peninsula. Right, so it will no longer become the Fool's Kingdom, but it's going to become like a sub-area within the Fool's Kingdom. So if anyone's got any name suggestions of what I could call this little miniature area inside of the Fool's Kingdom, it's only because I want to put like some different policies on this area. So I could actually call it like Holly Fool or Foolywoods or something like that. I'll give it a placeholder name, but if anyone can come up with a better name in the comment section, please let me know. I'll call it Holly Fool. I'll call it Holly Fools, just for now. But within this, I want to add in the policies. So city planning. Well, actually, first things first. Where's the zoning? So we have the residential. You can either do the no residential specialization or the self-sufficient buildings. We'll do self-sufficient because you clearly get like a different style. Right? We'll do city planning. We'll add in the high-tech housing as well. We'll encourage biking. We'll do combustion engine ban, electric cars, services. We'll do recycling. We'll do a smoking ban. Oh, I'll get all the stuff on. Park boost, educational boost. Preferred parks, park maintenance boost, free Wi-Fi, automated sorting, book fairs. Yeah, we'll kind of just do all that kind of stuff to kind of really make this a distinctive area to anywhere else in the Fool's Kingdom area. Yeah, right, this is going to be interesting. So we need to sort all the water out first anyway, so there's a lot to kind of get in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around the edge of this. I'll just quickly kind of circle around the edges as a way to maximize as much as I possibly can. There we go, and then just the inner slide here. Right, there we go. So all the water's covered to a certain extent. I then need to get some commercial down. So, not commercial, sorry, so residential. We will get commercial down, though. We will get a little bit commercial here and there. There's already people heading down these roads. These are the people that are going to be wanting to visit in the actual signs over here. So before we do then, let's actually get some little paths set up. And we'll use the bike lane paths. So people can kind of like connect and get to where they want to get to. A lot easier. So go to there. It's like here. That's not close enough, is it? There we go. Make it close enough so we can kind of intertwine that a bit. There we go. So I'm trying to like kill off like the majority of the area. So again, it becomes more walkable than drivable, these areas. Nice. That one doesn't look like it's connected. There we go. Push that back a bit. So the more connections, the merrier, is what I'm trying to say here. It's like they barely get connected on some of them, don't they? Right, push that in. There we go. And bring that one down to there. Oh, this is annoying me now. There we go. And we'll do one. I mean, I don't know who's going to use that there, but it's there nonetheless. So, a bunch of connections now thrown in. Let's do this side over here. There we go. So, it's all intertwined. Like, you can go to where you need to get to. It's all good. It's all good. Right, very happy. So, are those people made it all the way over to here now? Yeah, there's no actual visitors for the Falls Kingdom signs. She's come with a suitcase, expecting there to be a hotel. And maybe they're parking up over here, then walking the rest. I actually kind of like that, because it is quite reminiscent of the real Hollywood sign. People just park up in the residential area and then walk up the dirt paths. That's quite cool. I like that. I like that. So, we'll get some residential in now in. And I think, where should we start it? Let's start it from over here then. So start painting a bunch down. We'll do all this little strip going up. And to there. And then we'll start getting some small bits of commercial in just to kind of stimulate some of the growth. So we'll do it on little junction sections. I'll dot a bunch of commercial around. So I'm putting like little stores around the areas. Which I think will be quite handy. And then fill up a load of residential again. So it's quite specialised, this type of residential. So I don't know how much is going to be built up. Or how much demands is going to be spent. We're starting to get the odd building over there right now. So I'm hoping eventually all the power and stuff will kind of intertwine and connect. I'm going to add in stuff like this, like the tennis club. This stuff is really, really important for these type of areas. So I'll add the tennis club in. Let's add it just there. We've got a larger tennis club. So I need a kind of a bigger hotspot for that, which I think here will be kind of perfect because there's dead space around it. We've got the track and field area, which just there should be fine. Basketball court. I don't know if a basketball court will kind of go well in here, but I'll add it in anyway. Kind of fill those gaps. Don't need a casino. But we'll get stuff down like the Botanical Gardens. Seems like a real nice one. Place that just here. We then have stuff like little dog parks so people can utilize and walk their animals. Another one just there. One just there. And we'll get all the other ones in as time goes on. So, we got a lot of stuff that kind of now needs to be built up to get rocking and rolling. So we'll fast forward then, or whatever the game considers fast forward at this point. It'll take a while. It will take a while, but we might as well get some of the services down too. So, now, are they going to want your normal medical facility? I mean, gyms, hall, sports thing here, which gives us 180 visitor capacity. That gets treated as like a little medical facility. We have a small clinic. Yeah, we can utilize a small clinic. We have the yoga garden. See, all this stuff is more important. So fire then. Smaller fire station. Oh, that's a big one. This beautiful little firehouse here right now. Which I'll place this further down just here. Same for the policing. We have this nice little police station just there. So they are going to require water, not water, sorry, power. But that will come in time as we keep building it all up. So look at the difference in these buildings right now. It's like you get those kind of house apartment vibes that you would see like in the Beverly, like I wouldn't say Beverly Hills, but you know, like more like of the Hollywood Hills. Well, yeah, there's Beverly Hills as well, where you get those kind of like, you know, single-story buildings on the edge of a cliff. It's kind of the vibes that we're going for. It is. But this will take a little bit of time to now build, but we'll start slowly, progressively seeing it all come in. So, like I said, I won't do the power to all these buildings because eventually it will grow over to it. But what I will get set up, though, is some bus routes. So we got the bus lane here. So what I'll do is we'll have a bus route that just kind of goes around. But where would I bring it from? I mean, I could have multiple bus routes, couldn't I? So I could set up a line here. Which side of the road is it on? Stop there. It just keeps stopping every so often. So there's always a stop available. And what I can actually make it do is actually stop in the car park and then come back. And then do the exact same thing on the opposite side of the road. It might be one too many bus routes. But we can watch these beautiful buses travel on both sides. Right to there. And then you go into that side of the parking area. Right. And then, because that brings people in. But what we'll also do as well is have another line that simply does a little back and forth to this little depot. So then we can pick up people coming from the subway line. So the bus lines are all intertwined and connected. I want to get set up the biofuel bus route or bus depot, which will drop just there. And then what's the process that I have to go through to change the buses on that route? Because these are the new ones that I've just added in, right? Yeah. So model. Ah, there we go. Bus, biofuel bus. It's already kind of set to it. I could do a school bus. Now we'll keep it like that. So that's all good then. We'll see buses going through. Decent public transport connected. And all this should now slowly start getting set up. So for this zoning as well, why don't we set it up to be leisure for the commercial side of it? Is that a possibility as well? So tourism and leisure. So a little bit of leisure thrown on. So the commercial buildings are a bit different. Oh my goodness me, the park is already on fire. Yikes.
Alright, let's give those buildings a little bit of power. So at least we have a fire truck leaving the building straight away. Will we see it? Because this park's looking toasty. Oh, there it is. It's whizzing down right now. Will it get there in time? Oh, that's an ambulance. That's not a fire truck. Oh, here's the fire trucks. Yikes. This has gone awfully wrong pretty quick, hasn't it? Oh, okay, there's the helicopter. Right, where are they stopping? Over here? Nope, they're turning back around. I know exactly what they're doing. They're turning back around to get on the opposite side of the road. Right, there we go. They're putting the fire out now. No need to panic. No need to panic. I wasn't panicking. You were panicking. Right. Okay. So, keeping the momentum going with the spread of the residential. Now push the power over to this side, which will collect all of this up. So again, we just keep doing little pockets here and there. Little pockets that will eventually intertwine and connect to everywhere else. Oh, we lost the dog park. Did we lose it, or is it still? No, it's still there. It's very crispy. It's very crispy right now, but it's still there. It's still there. Okay. Okay. So this area will take a while to get built up anyway. It's just naturally that is just how it's going to be. But once it does, we can add in a ton of trees here, there, and everywhere to kind of really populate the area. It's just building really, really slow at this point. So we've got the bus route set up to the ring road. I don't know how handy that is going to be. Are you okay? Do we need to set a high-rise ban? See you planning. High-rise ban. Heavy traffic ban. Yeah, I don't want those buildings. Hopefully they'll disappear. They're a bit too high. Little bit too high, if you ask me. But the residential is now spreading over to this area, so these buildings have now got a little bit of power. So like I said, it will take a little bit of time, but we'll eventually get there. So, trees then. We'll just place down a bunch of stuff to kind of bulk it up around this area before the rest of it all comes together. We'll do a couple of different tree styles, but it looks quite heavy, the trees do right now, but when the residential buildings all come back in, it will kind of delete and get rid of a lot of the trees anyway. So they'll all kind of just build intertwined around them and stuff like that, so nothing too much to worry about. Lots of people walking about. Coming to visit the Fool's Kingdom sign. I like it. I really do like it. I don't know about you guys, I just kind of really do like it. Right, anyway. So, residential stones to build over here then. I need them to kind of bridge the gap. So it might be an idea for me to kind of squeeze a few other little bits and bobs. We got a tropical garden I can add in. This is all to kind of promote the growth of the electricity. Is what I'm trying to do right there. But they'll slowly get built in. Slowly but surely. People are slowly moving in as well, which is, you know, pretty sweet. And then we might get more people going through the zoo or utilizing the zoo, because then we got more residents living up on this hill. So I don't want to run power lines, just because for the sole purpose of I'm going to have to eventually delete them, but I think at the same time I've got really no other choice, have I? I'll have to eventually end up just deleting them. But at least it gives these guys a little bit of power. I'm not happy that these guys have decided to build huge pyramids. It's not good, is it? But that's all intertwined connected right then, so hopefully it sparks a bit more growth to continue. I just like seeing a different style of building. So we'll give this a minute or two then to kind of like simulate through and get all this kind of up and running. But this is not looking too bad. It ain't looking too shabby.
So now I think on it as well, I can actually technically now create little side gates for the zoo, which I think will be pretty handy. How far does the... Okay, the boundaries actually does go all the way over. So, parks, zoo. Is that a zoo? No, the zoo's here. Okay, so a little side gate just there I can drop down. I can throw a little side gate in. I've got to do a few more, haven't I? Little side gate just here. One just there as well. Just so I can kind of, you know, utilize the clientele nearby. Because people live so close by right now, it just makes sense to kind of have a few additional side gates. They might even treat it as something that they can walk through and generate more revenue for the zoo. The zoo currently making £1,000 less than what it needs to break even. So you just never know. You just never know at this point what could potentially happen. But yeah, it's all growing nice and slow. It does take a little bit of time. They've come back. I don't know why. It's only them two that decided to go, hey, huge. We're going huge, boys. And I think it's more down to the fact that they're huge squares. So they're going to build again. So what if I get rid of the size of them, but by getting rid of one little section of zoning? It kind of completely messes up their whole ability to grow huge triangles. We've got huge triangles here as well. I think because doing the Dead End series, I kind of downloaded like a bunch of stuff for casinos, and I think that is a zonable casino. Even though it's called a shop. But yeah, just changing the size of it slightly just kind of gets us back up and running. Yeah, but this neighborhood's coming together pretty sweet right now. So if you got any suggestions what we potentially call it in the comment section down below, that would be greatly appreciated. And also let me know, nature reserve or just a huge city park. I'm not too sure just yet, but the Falls Kingdom is coming along just nice. Guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.